I wanted to make a video about what's going on for me emotionally. I've been going through it lately. I've been having my ups and down moments, and I've been having an interesting, obviously, time with my breakup, and just going through that separation and being alone and what that feels like to not have a partner, to kind of be alone in the world right now, even though, you know, I don't feel like I wasn't kind of alone. I still made my own choices and traveled and did all these things, yet there's just an energetic feeling of being completely alone and being without a partner. And I think it really just takes getting used to it. It takes getting used to it, and it also takes so much more trust in the universe. That is what I'm recognizing is really what I think I'm meant to learn here in this process. Because my fear of not being in a relationship is part of what I'm looking for. Is I'm looking for safety. I'm looking for someone else to be with me so that they can help take care of me. On some level, I think that's really what it is for most people. It's about someone else taking care of me. Maybe it means that I don't have to be quite as accountable for my life. Maybe it means that if I can't make Green Smoothie Gangster happen, then my knight in shining armor is going to come and sweep me away and help me pay my bills and help me live. I mean, it feels like that could be a big part of the desire for our partner. And another one I think is safety. I want someone I want to feel safe. I'm a girl and I want somewhere to rest. I recognize that, a girl on my own, even doing the tour, all that stuff, it is masculine energy. It's definitely like go, 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 make some stuff happen, make some calls, drive here, talk to that person. It's a lot of that like go for it energy, which is great. And I love that. And I also desire a space to just be a girl and to just like, oh, I want to rest. And I think that without a man, where we can do that as women is really getting into either like just getting on a mat and stretching or, just even getting on the floor. I mean, I don't even think the mat is that important. It's just like push your coffee table aside, get on the floor and stretch. That is like one of the biggest things you can do for yourself. Just like you don't come home from work and sit on the couch to watch TV. No, you sit on the floor and you watch TV, and that's where you just hang out for the night. So there's definitely getting into your body, dancing as much as possible. Like ecstatic dance is a practice that has been evolving and showing up in a lot of communities, and it can be a little bit hippie, and the music, it varies, and you've got different DJs, and if you just go with this open space and open heart and an open mind, and you go there for the purpose of moving your body. You don't care about what everyone else is doing. And if you moving your body means jumping up and down for an hour and a half, do it. If it means sitting on the floor and stretching, do that. If it means like jiggling, like I like to just sometimes like if the music doesn't, I don't feel like dancing, sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll just literally like jiggle my body. So I just move energy. That's, and then if the music's speaking to you, you dance a little bit, or you just meditate, you just take this time out for yourself. So I invite you to check out ecstatic dance and in your community, and there's definitely one everywhere. There's like a few here in Eugene. Usually they're like one couple times a week or something, or so I invite you to move some energy. So I recognize as a girl that one of the things I want to do is also just be in a place where I can like rest and just like feel girly and get into my feminine energy. And I think also getting involved with women groups and circles of women and women's circles and ways that you can get on the phone and talk to a whole bunch of women and come into gatherings with women and just like be with women, that is really important too. So I think that is more of it. So I'm just in this place where I'm just recognizing the separation and feeling into the separation, and also taking a lot of accountability for myself and how my actions and who I've been as a person and how I show up in a relationship, and doing my best to self-reflect without beating myself up. I think that's the biggest one, is like not putting any blame on myself. Just this is who I was, and this is what was, and this was the situation, and this is how I felt, and this is how I reacted, and this is how I grew, and it just is, and it just, everyone's doing the best that they can. And I think if we just keep that in mind, that we're all doing just the best that we can, then it's a little easier to accept life and to accept ourselves and to accept other people. So I'm just doing some self-reflecting, and I'm also in an interesting transition. I took on a tour mate for a little while to see, how that would work between us. My friend Jamie from Bali, and she's a superstar in the raw food kind of, she's an amazing chef, and she just knows a lot. So, and she's into natural health and just eating really healthy and moving her body, and she's a great hula hooper and acrobat. She's really like the cutest monkey, just flying around, and loves to move and has amazing energy and is a superstar. And I felt like we'd be a great union, but I think we're just at different times and different places in our life. And she's looking at more, just kind of doing some dancing and yoga acrobatics and swinging and moving her body, and maybe doesn't really want to get tied into like a company and doing something right now. So we've been kind of playing it out for a little bit, but energetically it's pretty obvious that we're just going to separate ways. So we're either going to separate ways here, or maybe we'll go down to our festival Beloved and then separate ways. And I am thinking I might just go on my own. I think really I wanted this to be a solo journey anyways, and I think that I think it's maybe what my soul and my heart really wants. And I'm grateful for Jamie for coming on this portion of it, because her saying yes allowed me to go for it, because I think I was a little bit nervous to go totally by myself. And so I just feel like if I can meet up with people and things will happen and I can make magic happen, and maybe people will come along, and who knows what will happen. But I really feel kind of ready just to embark on this solo soul journey of Green Smoothie Gangster, and inspiring and empowering people, and launching my TV show, and stepping into my utmost power and utmost influence, and being more and more of service to this world in the way that I desire to be, and in the way that I feel called to be, and in the way that feels like totally lights me up. I mean, to make this video right now is lighting me up, and to sign people up for the Green Smoothie Gangster Challenge lights me up. And I'm doing sampling tomorrow at a really funky co-op, and I'm so excited. I mean, I'm so gonna be lit up. I'm lit up thinking about it, but I'm lit up at the idea of making the smoothies and handing them out to people, and them asking questions and me being able to answer, and talking to them about pooing, and talking to them about health and greens, and just anything and everything. And it lights me up. And so I desire to do more of what lights me up, because that was where I'm going to be able to give my greatest gifts and be able to give the most power to the universe. So that's where things are at. And I'm also going to be handing out samples at the Whitaker Block Party, which is a gathering here in Eugene for Saturday and Sunday. And I teamed up with a girl, and then I also had this water company come forth and offer space in their booth. And I'm going to get on stage this time and be able to, promote the Green Smoothie Gangster Challenge, as well as hopefully show people on stage how to make a smoothie, and just get people inspired and excited and activated. And talking to another co-op called Capella, which is really cool and funky, and the store manager obviously is like a yes, but he just needs to confirm it with the owner. And then looking to potentially team up with a company that has, I think, about 10 locations, a bunch here in Eugene and a few in Ashland, and I think maybe even in Portland. And they are called Market of Choice, and they're kind of like a little bit of a transition. They've got they've got a bit of both, but they're not as organic and as quite over to the side as some co-ops, but they're definitely a great space, and would love to team up with them and then do some demos in Ashland. And then there's a great chain in Portland that I'm looking to team up with, as well as a great chain in Vancouver, Langley, Kelowna kind of area. And then eventually I'd love to team up with Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Those would be awesome, because they'd be everywhere, and I could just cruise the world and do demos wherever I go and inspire people and get them to sign up for the challenge. So those are all my exciting news and plans and things I'm up to, and I definitely am manifesting a assistant slash producer that can come forth and actually take a lot of this on. So in other words, that person right now would be talking to the food co-ops and putting proposals forth and getting us into magazines and newspapers and getting us on blogs and setting up radio programs and press and just helping like move this along, and maybe even like get into social campaigning and creating some posts and just sort of doing a lot of the back end stuff. And that person is coming to me easily and effortlessly, and we are a total union and a match, and it's going to be amazing. And I desire then eventually to find a beautiful camera woman, and I don't mean to be gender specific. It'd be really cool to have a like all woman power team and cruise the world with. So I say that, but perhaps an amazing man will come forth and be my cameraman. So an amazing camera person to come forth and to help me film this show, this TV show, you know, and do a lot of like more B-roll stuff and be able to actually create segments and you know, little TV clips and shows that have a couple different edits and are just entertaining and interesting and amazing and inspiring, and you want to watch them every single week. They're that good. So that is what is coming next, and I desire to bring these people forth so that we can impact the world and make a profound difference. And thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited. And if you want to check out more of me, I'm at greensmoothiegangster.com, and I've got a YouTube channel too, which has a whole bunch of YouTube videos on it and more to come, and that is Petra Eat Juicy. Have an awesome day.